Hey guys, today we're going to discuss what is the best flooring for. If you go on to Google and you type that in, a whole bunch of questions come up, right? So we're going to address a bunch of different areas inside the house, perhaps even inside of a commercial building that you might find in this video, so that we can make the best flooring choice for the room that it's in. So here we go. What is the best flooring for the kitchen? I come from not only the concrete world, but also from the tile and stone world, guys. And the kitchen typically, let's go with a high-end home. We'll talk about high-end homes here just because it's fun. The kitchen is typically gonna be tile. And the reason why is because tile can be really high-end. And tile can range anywhere from low-end tile to medium-grade tile to high-end tile. And so if you're lucky enough to live in a beautiful home that's expensive, you're probably going to want a really nice kitchen. I know I would, and I am not in a super high-end home right now. I'm not. But the kitchen is right here next to me, and I have tile. Perhaps strangely enough, in my previous residence, I did not have tile. I had very cheap wood laminate. And I didn't like that. I far prefer the tile. The wood, it just wasn't installed properly. It was a laminate. It just was not a really good flooring solution. They were obviously cutting corners. Now, when you're in the industry, you can tell when the owners of these buildings cut corners. And you see enough of this, you see the patterns, and you see how it goes. But for the kitchen, guys, I like tile. Polished concrete is okay in the kitchen. The problem with it, though, is the kitchen has contaminants. And those contaminants, guys, think vinegar, think salad dressing, think ketchup, think wine. If you don't clean up those spills immediately, if you have polished concrete or polishable overlay in your kitchen, it will stain. And even if you have a stain protect down there, a guard product for your polished concrete in your residence or even in your commercial property, like you would see in, say, a shared co-working space, which is very popular these days. I love those places. I love working out of them. It will leave a stain. So you gotta be on top of those spills immediately in the kitchen if you have polished concrete. All right, that basically covers the kitchen, guys. Obviously you don't want carpet in there. Wood is awesome in a kitchen if it's the right wood and it's sealed wood. I guess, not really my favorite flooring option in the kitchen. My two favorites, number one would definitely be tile, number two would be polished concrete. But again, that polished concrete would need to be protected, and if you spill anything on there, especially those contaminants we talked about earlier, salad dressings, vinegars, mustards, or ketchup, gotta be on that immediately. Okay, moving on. What is the best flooring option for dogs? It's funny, I have two dogs and they're both within about 6 feet of me right now. I have a Frenchie Bulldog, and I have a Boston Terrier. And so, I know how dogs respond to different flooring types. I'm standing on carpet right now, and I get a lot of sun because we have a south view, and the dogs love the carpet. They really do. And for a living space, I'm shooting this in a studio / main living space right now. This is all carpet. And I think it's great for dogs. I've had polished concrete with the dogs. They don't really like that much. They just don't. As another flooring option, this is contextual. There is a doggy bar about 1.5 miles of where I am shooting this right now in the downtown Omaha area, and there's a doggy bar very close to me called the Omaha Dog Bar. And what the owner there did was she put down a coating in certain areas, inside and outside. And I thought that was a really wise move because a coating is seamless, it's impermeable, and it can't penetrate. Nothing can really penetrate if it's a liquid. So think, doggy pee or the number 2s that they drop. She can clean it up rather rapidly with a cleaning agent, and everybody can just be on their way, right? So think a resinous flooring type, an epoxy, a polyaspartic, even a urethane would work great for a doggy daycare or a doggy bar or something like that. I do like resinous inside bars as well. I like polished concrete inside bars too. So that covers the dogs. Moving on to the bathroom. Again, in my tile and stone days, one of the things that we sold for the bathroom that homeowners loved is radiant heat. And radiant heat, think a self-leveling underlayment, called an SLU, is designed to level out a bathroom floor. We would sell this thing called radiant heat that would go down first, and then you apply the self-leveling underlayment on top of that, and then you put down your tiles on top of that. Awesome flooring solution, a little bit more expensive, covers the coldness of the tiles on bare feet first thing in the morning. A lot of people really like that. It keeps the tiles warm when you get out of the shower, so that when you get out of a hot shower, you're not super cold to your feet. It also kind of heats the room up a bit too, a few degrees. You control the temperature of the radiant heat through an app on your mobile device, on your smartphone, so that's really cool. And you can basically just have really nice heated floors when you like them to be heated. So I like that best. Number 2 would be tiles again, just because of the stuff that can hit that bathroom floor, and we all know what I'm talking about. Tiles are really the easier ones to clean and to keep clean. You can seal in the grouts in your joint between those tiles, so that kind of keeps out those flooring contaminants, and they're just easier to clean overall. So that covers the bathroom. So the basement, guys, is another one that is popular to ask about. What's the best flooring type for a basement? Basements are a little bit more difficult because they tend to be a lot cooler / colder, especially in the northern climates where I'm shooting this. What I see up here, again, in high-end residential homes and even in homes that are more in the price range that farmer people can afford, is carpet. I think carpet's fine in the basement. Again, it helps to keep the room warm. If you go polished in the basement, it will be cold. It's just going to be cold. And so if you do polish in the basement and you want to do that and you just love polished concrete that much, God bless you, good for you. Put down some rugs. The rugs, as much as they can be kind of a pain, the rugs will act as a sound deadening device, and also too, they will help with bare feet over concrete floors in the summertime or even in the winter time for that basement floor. And will just overall help with the aesthetic of the room. So if you do polish downstairs in the basement, just buy some nice rugs to put over it. The other thing too that you might want to think about doing is you could do a coating. Again, epoxy or a polyaspartic. Some people in high-end homes like to do, the media room or the man cave, if you will, and they'll put down a metallic coating system. You might Google that, do a Google image search on that, metallic coating system. Those are really cool too. So that covers the basement, and how about the bedrooms now? The bedrooms, for the most part, guys, are straightforward. You're pretty much going to be either a high-end carpet or you're going to be using wood. I like them both. I think bamboo is really cool for a bedroom. Bamboo is expensive, so be prepared for sticker shock on that one. But again, I think carpet in the bedroom is just fine. So that's pretty straightforward. I wouldn't do concrete in the bedroom. You can, but I don't know that I would. Increased durability. What's the best flooring for increased durability? So polished concrete is awesome for durability, guys. Assuming it's done properly and it is best just done well and sealed properly, it's awesome for durability, polished concrete. So it's great for hallways, even good for garages, could be good for garages, though we'll talk about garages in just a minute. I also like coatings for durability. I like polyaspartic coatings for durability more so than epoxy. They're more the Lamborghini versus the Cadillac of the resinous flooring space. I like those flooring systems, those coating systems in garages as well, guys, so I might as well just address that now. Garages, polished concrete, not really the best for garages because of spills of oil and antifreeze and other contaminants coming out of the car, transmission fluid, regular oil. If that gets on your polish, guys, you can forget about it. That stain is not coming out. It's just not. Even with 2 or 3 levels of stain protect on there, it's just not going to come out, I'm sorry to say. So if you work in your garage and you work on cars, do not put down polished concrete. Put down a resinous flooring system, and I think you'll be a lot better off. So that's increased durability. We covered garage floors with our coating systems, right? And lastly, like a distant question, but it is one nonetheless. What about a home gym? Like, what's the best flooring for a home gym? I don't really like carpet in a home gym because of the sweat and because of the just kind of gross stuff that happens inside of a gym, and you guys know where I'm going there. Coatings are okay just because they're easy to clean. I do like coatings in a gym, and I see that in several gyms throughout the cities and where I travel to. What I like best though for gyms, guys, is the padded foam, and certain manufacturers have their specific names for that, but if you just Google home gym flooring, their ads will pop up and you will see that the padding of, it's essentially kind of like a cork board, if you will. There's cork in it along with some other type of foaming agents. I like that because it's sound deadening, number one, but number two, if you lift heavy weights like I like to do, you can just put those weights right down without potentially damaging your floor. You don't want to just drop them, but the padding helps with those weights. Also too, it helps with stretching. If you want to do yoga, you can just do it right on there. You probably don't even need a mat, but if you stretch a lot, it's kind of nice to have that foam down there. And lastly, it feels good. It feels good on your feet, and it makes you feel lighter and not as pulled down by gravity. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful and useful. My name is Jeff Bonkiewicz. I'm with Polish Concrete Consultants. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you might have. You can email me at jeff@polishconsultants.com, and I will see you in the next video.